She buried a chicken alive to save her marriage. 3 days later, the chicken came back. Pointed right. Subscribe to Tales and Shadow Chronicles, where African stories refuse to stay buried. Nkuru Adebio learned the sound of waiting long before she learned its meaning. It was the sound of a gate closing too gently at night, of keys placed softly on a table, of a man clearing his throat before choosing silence over speech. Waiting lived in her living room, stretched across the beige sofa she had picked because it felt neutral, because she thought neutral things lasted longer. At 34, she had mastered the art of appearing content. Her neighbors believed she was blessed. Her mother told people her daughter had married well. Her church called her a testimony in progress. But every night when the house settled into its bones, Nkuru lay awake beside her husband and listened to the distance between their breathing. Not anger, not hatred, something worse, indifference. The kind that does not announce itself but spreads like mold behind painted walls. She replayed old versions of herself, laughing too loudly, touching too much, asking questions that once felt natural. Each memory ended the same way. Her husband Kunal turning slightly away, his attention already elsewhere. There were no bruises, no shouting, no infidelity she could prove. Just absence. An absence, she would learn, could starve a person more efficiently than cruelty. By daylight, Nkuru functioned perfectly. She worked a respectable job, attended meetings, responded to emails with warmth she no longer felt. In public, Kunal held her hand just long enough to perform the role. Friends envied her calm marriage. At least he's not violent, someone once joked, and everyone laughed, including Nkuru, because laughter had become her second language. At home, she filled the silence with productivity, rearranging cupboards, washing already clean plates, ironing clothes that did not need it. She told herself marriage had seasons. She told herself love matured into something quieter, but deep inside there was a growing fear she could not articulate, that her husband's spirit had quietly moved out, leaving his body behind as a courtesy. At night, when Kunal scrolled endlessly on his phone, Nkuru stared at the ceiling and wondered when exactly her life had shifted from being lived to being endured. Waiting, she realized, was not passive. It was active erosion, and she was wearing away. Advice arrived the way rain does in the city, sudden, loud, and uninvited. Everyone had a solution once Nkuru's silence began to crack. Her friends spoke in confident tones, the way people do when the problem does not belong to them. Men get bored.